Let me give you a perfect example of why these folks are occupying Wall Street and protesting the control that the banks have over our government. It's a deal that Bank of America just did. It's an internal deal for them. They had some tremendous amount of money in derivatives that they were betting on Europe. Now, as you know, Europe's situation is not going well, and they're having harder and harder time delivering on those bets. And some of their counterparties that they made the bets with are saying, hey, you know what? We don't think you have enough money to back up your bets. And so they're in a world of trouble. So what do? They say, hey, you know what? We'll take it from the portion of our bank that's mainly for investments and gambling, and we'll move it to the portion of the bank that has the depositor's money. Because the depositor's money, including your money, is what backs up those bets. So if those bets go wrong, they go, well, the only money we have is your money, so we're going to pay with that. Now, they shouldn't be allowed to do that because the government is supposed to protect us because, for example, the government has FDIC. That protects your money in all these banks up to $250,000. So if something goes wrong, ultimately the government is responsible. So they should tell, for example, Bank of America, hey, you know what? You can't transfer all that money that we would eventually have to insure with government money. It doesn't make sense. In fact, the FDIC is saying that. But guess who's standing up for Bank of America? The Fed. The Federal Reserve is disagreeing with the FDIC and has basically, in effect, already allowed Bank of America to transfer that money. Now you want to know how much it is? Bank of America has $75 trillion in derivatives bets. Now, if that goes wrong, what do you think happens to Bank of America? Obviously, they go under. Who's got $75 trillion? That's absurd, okay? That's a quarter of the money of the entire world combined. Not their income, the wealth of the world combined. So, of course, if a tiny little thing goes wrong, that whole thing can come crashing down. And when it does, who's left holding the bag? We are. That's why people are protesting. We don't want to be left holding the bag. We don't want to guarantee and insure $75 trillion worth of bets from Bank of America. And by the way, JP Morgan, which claims to be a stable bank, and that they say that they should have less leverage in their bank, they have $79 trillion worth of derivatives bets, and 99% of that is backed up by depositor money. So this whole thing is a scam on you. You're depositing money that they are betting with, and then even if it crashes, it comes out of taxpayers' pockets. It's not that we're against banks in general. It's not that we're against capitalism in general. We're just against using crony capitalism to make bets with our money. And if you win, you keep it and you get your yachts and mansions. If you lose, we pay the bills. Conservatives should hate that. Liberals should hate that. Libertarians, I know, hate that. And the whole American population should be against it. And that's why you're getting the numbers showing that by a 2-to-1 margin, the American people are in favor of Occupy Wall Street. That's the thing that they hate, and that is unjustifiable.